The Midwife Purge. If you delivered babies, you were a target, because you had power over life and death. The Malleus Maleficarum, published in 1487, called midwives the most dangerous witches. Why? Because they attended births alone, without male supervision, without church oversight. And if a baby died, if a mother died, they could be blamed for murder through witchcraft. The book claimed midwives killed infants during delivery to offer them to demons, that they caused miscarriages through spells, that they made men impotent and women infertile. It dedicated an entire chapter to midwife witchcraft, and it became the manual for witch hunters across Europe. In Basel, Switzerland, 1407, a midwife was burned alive for the death of a child during delivery. The accusation? She killed the baby to use its body parts in potions. No evidence, no witnesses, just suspicion. Just fear of a woman who knew things men didn't. Midwives knew herbs, pain relief, how to stop bleeding, how to turn a breech baby, how to save a mother's life when labor went wrong. That knowledge made them invaluable and threatening. Because knowledge is power, and women weren't supposed to have power. By the 1600s, male physicians were pushing into childbirth. They wanted to professionalize it, control it, profit from it. But midwives were in the way. They were trusted, affordable, experienced. Women chose them, relied on them, paid them directly. So the physicians supported witch accusations. They wrote pamphlets calling midwifery dangerous, demonic, unnatural. They testified in trials. They examined accused women's bodies for devil's marks. They positioned themselves as the safe, Christian, scientific alternative. In England, if a woman practiced midwifery without a license from the church, she could be accused of witchcraft. The church controlled the licenses, and they didn't give them easily. You needed references, moral character witnesses, proof of Christian faith, and even then, they could revoke your license at any time. Witch trials removed thousands of midwives from practice. Older women, experienced women, women who had delivered hundreds of babies safely, gone, executed, exiled, too afraid to continue, and male physicians stepped in to fill the gap, with less experience, higher fees, higher maternal death rates. They used forceps aggressively. They didn't wash their hands. They brought puerperal fever from patient to patient. Childbed fever killed thousands of women in the 1700s and 1800s. Women who might have survived with a midwife. The witch trials didn't just kill women. They killed women's knowledge, women's medicine, women's autonomy over their own bodies. They transferred power from experienced female healers to inexperienced male doctors, and women paid the price in blood. Were midwives targeted to eliminate female medical knowledge? Comment yes or no. Follow, like, and share if you want the truth about how witch trials shaped modern medicine and who profited from women's deaths.